Hello everyone, Larcenies is here, and welcome back to another game breakdown. The game we're breaking down today is called Collapse. Now, as I go through the tutorial, I'm going to break down what Collapse is. Collapse is a mixture of Dead Cells, Rogue Legacy, and a little bit of Risk of Rain. Now, in this game, it's heavily inspired by Dead Cells. You're gonna get that from just the look of the game and the way the game feels, and just overall. Now, it's not Dead Cells 100%, cause in Dead Cells there's a lot of just different factors. There's like Metrovania type of stuff that you get towards the game, and in this game, there's no Metrovania at all. There's you don't get any moves to get further unlocked to get other crap. This game, you're just strictly playing the game as it is. Now, you have multiple ways of playing. You have a dash mechanic, which I'm just trying to test out if you take damage or not from that thing. You have a melee attack, and you have a gun attack, and you can heal, like in Dead Cells and all these other type of games. Now, the cool thing about this game, about the healing factor, is that you can heal on the go, so you can walk around and heal. And I'm just like kind of just filling out the game as well. This game is right now at the current moment on PC for like 15 bucks. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share the video, all that good stuff if you want a copy. Now, as I said, going to tutorial, I've never played this game, but I played it and I just was hooked. This is like pre-recorded, so I'm just kind of just testing out the class and see how it feels. Now, the cool thing is that there actually are multiple classes you can pick in this game. I think there's a total of 4. This is like the Reaper class. I'm going to show you the other 3 in a few seconds. I try out 2 classes in this playthrough. I try out the Reaper class, and I try out, I forget the other name. The Defender, the Defendant. I don't remember his name 100%. But I tried these 2 classes out, and that's a tutorial. That right there was a tutorial. And for the record, the tutorial does a lackluster job of everything. Now, you have 4 save files. You can pick one for each class, or if you really like a class, you can just pick that one. Now, when you start the game, there's no story. It's just like a quick little, hey, this is happening. Let's just start the game. Thank God there's nothing to like kind of disengage you from the game. Now, this is the classes. The Reaper. Now, this is the one I started off with. And they all look really cool, and they all play differently. That's the cool thing. The Reaper, the Devourer. This is another class. The Warrior, and the Pest. Oh, the Pest is the one I played with. Okay, I did not know that his name was Pest. These are the 4 classes you can play with. I tried the Pest and the Reaper. I have not tried the Warrior or the I forget the Devourer or whatever the stuff is. So in this game, you just like Rogue Dead Cells, you go through your dungeon and you play, you kill enemies, you do whatever you feel like you want to do. Now, these enemies are tough. They're going to fight back, and there's multiple ways of there's no samey enemy. There's different ways of taking on an opponent. Now, let's go into the game and show you. Now, this is like your kind of hub world. This is kind of a little barren for me, but it kind of just does the job. You can store your loot that you drop, you get from chests or enemies. You can spend points on skill points, which I'm about to show you in a few seconds. You can play with a friend. I'm not sure if you could just play with multiple friends or just one. And the other one is just you jump into your dungeon. Now, as you kill enemies, as you kill multiple bosses, you get a currency in the game, and when you get enough of the currency, you can purchase skills for your characters. Now, before going to the dungeon, let's show you those skills. So now let's go in here, and this is your skills. These are all this. I don't know if this is skills for everybody or just for your one class. That's the only thing. As I said, I didn't really look into the skill tree with the pests. Unfortunately, I just wanted to play the game. So I didn't really look in his skill tree. You can't see too much in the future with the latest skills, so you can't see what you're progressing. As you progress, you'll see what's coming on next, but you can't see like the ones down here over yonder, the top tier abilities. So that kind of does. I kind of wish you can just see a little bit, But as I said, you just see, I'm just kind of like, I was kind of like baffled at the skill tree. It was actually pretty intimidating to look at because I didn't expect such a big skill tree for this game. And that's kind of cool though, like a replayability system. Because in normally like in Dead Cells, when you die, you just die, and you don't get nothing back. In this game, at least when you die, you carry over some loot and you carry over your skills as you progress in the game, which adds a very good factor. Now, I said, this is my first time playing the game. Right now, you're about to see my first time playing the game, and I'm not gonna edit this. I'm gonna edit a little bit, but you can see like the first like 3 minutes of me just playing this game, and I absolutely suck at this game. Now, as I said before, god awful, and I have no idea what's happening in this game. There's a lot of like area hazards. There's like this holy light that's happening right now at the current moment, and I was just kind of scared, just absolute shitless, as I'm trying to figure out why I can't damage his enemy, realizing that he had a shield, not realizing that he had a shield, and I was trying to figure out how to go back behind him, completely 100% forgetting about the whole dash feature that they have in this game. So this making this fight a lot harder. So I kind of just like run for my life, and you can kind of see how painfully bad I am at this game. Now, also for the record, like when you're shooting your gun, you gotta want to be careful because you want to make your bullets count. I didn't realize that there was animation in this game. Should pay a little bit more attention with that. Now, this is like the little risk of rain feature right here. You get chests, you open them up, you can get loot, you can get your ammo back, and a whole bunch of other goodies here, and you get it for enemies as well. Now let's fast forward, because that was really just abysmal play, to a little bit still abysmal, but slightly less abysmal. This is like what you saw before was like god awful. This is like this straight shit tier. So I'd rather take this than the other one. Now, I'm trying to run for my life. I'm still completely forgetting about the dash feature, so just keep that in mind. Use the dash feature. You don't take damage, and just don't fight every enemy like a dumbass like me. But I'm just showing you kind of like the combat. Now, when enemies drop loot, you can equip up to 3 items for each of your stuff. So you have 3 items for your gun. You have 3 items for your swords, scythe, dagger, depending on the character, whatever melee weapon he uses, and your defensive item for your chest piece, so you get more health. Maybe when you dash, you get a little bit more invincibility frames. I go to the pause menu for the record for like 100 times, so don't mind me doing that. And that's it. This is the game. This game is $15, so it's really good. And it's very hard. There's like multiple difficulties. I was trying to think of the perfect word, but I forgot the word. Literally in the game, there's like multiple difficulties. The game is not easy. It's not a walk in the park. The game is challenging. If you're good at this game, you're gonna breeze through it. But if you're just like a garbage gamer like myself, then you're gonna kind of struggle. So let's see a little bit of the other class real fast before I end this. Okay, so now this is the pest, the other class I told you I tried before with from the rogue. I'm kind of like experimenting with the class to see how different he is from the other guy, and they're both different classes, and they're both just as good as one another. Now this guy, he has more of like a shotgun-ish type of gun that it has a spread and a little bit short of range. But he's still just as good. And if you kill if you kill a lot of enemies, I don't know if you're noticing, but the spread shot actually gets smaller and smaller and starts to focus on the pinpoint accuracy. So this is when I realized his range was actually god awful, and then I needed a little bit more practice with that. Now the cool thing about this class is that if you kill enemies with your melee attack, which I'm about to do right now, you get ammo back, which is very important because, like I said, ammo in this game is your kind of your clutch. depending on the class you pick, and I'm gonna pretty much run for my life. I'm pretty much dead right here. Yeah, you know, just kind of just like hacking away. I playing this game on controller. I can honestly say I recommend the mouse and keyboard, because when you're playing with controller, wherever you're aiming, that's where you're gonna stick at until you move the analog stick. So you're gonna wanna have to pay attention to your aiming. I recommend mouse and keyboard versus controller, because you will die a lot. Now, if you're kind of yearning for like a Dead Cells kind of playthrough with a little bit more difficulty, because you beat the ground of Dead Cells, why not try Collapse? It's $15, so it's a little cheaper. It's a lot of fun. It has a lot of potential, and this game's fully out. I don't think this is an early access build. This is a full release, so you're gonna get a lot of bang for your buck. And like I said, there's multiple difficulties. So if you want like something, if you're a masochist and you don't cherish your life, you can kind of just go balls to the wall deep with this. And this game's really fun. I think this game has a lot of potential, and I think this is a sleeper if you don't just really, if you just ignore it. And I think this game deserves to be played. So I hope you guys enjoyed your seat. If you did, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe and share the video. If you want a copy of this game, keep in mind $15, and it's only on PC at the current moment, but hopefully it gets released for the Nintendo Switch, because this will be a perfect Switch game. But for now, as I run for my dear life, I'll see you next time.